Welcome back to Istanbul Park. It is now Group 4. Sergio Perez and Pierre Gasly. Welcome, guys. Good to see you both. Now, first up, question to both of you. What have you been doing since the last race?
I've been up to the simulator, and I was back.
I'm actually referring to what were you doing in Madrid?
Well, yeah,
you were visiting someone, no?
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, exactly. I was in Madrid for a couple of days, and yeah, actually it was Tuesday morning, right?
Yeah.
I was just going to the gym, walking in the center of Madrid, and then suddenly someone stopped me saying, hey, Pierre, what are you doing here? And I looked up, and then it was Sergio right in front of the gym. So we like randomly just met up there, and it was my first time there, and no, really funny.
Such a big city, and we end up meeting there. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Such a big city with only one gym. Look, Checo, staying with you, let's throw it back, first of all, to Russia. It was a tough race. It looked like you were heading for a podium, but it all fell away in the closing laps, didn't it? And you finished 9th. Was it difficult to move on from that race?
Yeah, it was difficult because it was obviously, we felt like we've delivered a fantastic race. We executed a really good strategy. We were well onto the podium, but things changed really quickly. We ended up taking the wrong decisions, and it was very costly in terms of points, you know. But I was back in the factory. We did a lot of work together with the engineers, and I think we are as well prepared as we could possibly be for the next 7 races in the championship. So we move on. There's still a long way to go, and I'm sure we will at some point turn it around, you know, because we have been really, let's say, a bit too unlucky in the last couple of races.
Is it a question of just waiting for your luck to turn, or is there more you can do you feel?
I mean, I'm not leaving, obviously, it to mainly to the luck. We're working flat out. We're doing everything we possibly can. I'm working as hard as ever out of the car, on the car, and I mean, I have not a single doubt that I will turn things around, and we will manage to finish our season on a high.
Well, you're back at a track where you had a very good race last year, second for Force India, of course. How much are you looking forward to getting back on track here at Istanbul?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a track that we don't know what to expect with the tarmac. You know, it's very smooth, and as you remember last year, driving on the drive felt like driving on ice, and then it rained, so it was a pretty challenging weekend. Which will be interesting, first of all, to see what kind of grip we have. I don't think anyone knows at this stage what we're going to be expecting from Istanbul. But I really hope we are able to have a good weekend for the team.
Thank you. And final words from you, Checo, just on the Honda tribute livery.
Yeah, obviously this weekend was going to be the Japan race, and we were going to do a tribute to them, to all the Japanese fans, to Honda mainly. And yeah, we're going to do it this weekend, and I really hope we're going to make them very proud. It was going to be extremely special, you know, just to drive there with a Honda engine on the back of my car. But I look forward to give them a really good weekend and make them very proud.
Thank you, Checo. Now, Pierre, let's start on that point with you, if we could. Just Honda tribute livery. Your thoughts?
Well, obviously it's been a pretty long journey with Honda, which started back in 2017 when I was in Super Formula, and now it's been a very successful relationship with them. I have loved every single seasons, and it was also really impressive to see the evolution over the years. So very sad to see them leaving, and as Checo said, it should have been in Suzuka. I think it would have been an amazing event for us Honda drivers to, you know, be with all these Japanese fans who are really passionate and dedicated to us and all the Honda family. And unfortunately, it's not happening. But yeah, nevertheless, I think it's a nice gesture to thanks all of the workers in the factory in Sakura working for Honda who helped us to get these results, and all the fans as well who've been very supportive over the last few years. Yeah.
And Pierre, can you tell us now, what have you learnt as a team since the Russian Grand Prix last time out? Because all the indications were that the car was quick at Sochi, yet you came away with a disappointing weekend. What have you learnt?
Well, a lot of things to review, on everybody's side. So on my side, on the team side, in terms of communication, it was a very particular race, and especially the last, 10 laps, very intense with a lot of unknown. And in this situation, it's very hard to make the right calls. And we've seen it. We were not the only ones who made the wrong calls. For some others, it was even more costly. And it's how do we get the best out of these situations? Some people made the right calls, understand why they made the right calls. We made the wrong one, and understand what we could have done better. So I think we've learned from that situation. Obviously, it's not something that happens every race weekend at 5 laps to the end. Suddenly the conditions are changing and nobody knows which tire to fit or what's going to happen. But I think if it happens again, we definitely will be more prepared and do better decision process. Yeah.
And how do you think it's going to play out this weekend in terms of performance and your competitiveness?
Well, as you say, I'm confident in terms of pace. We're fast in Sochi. It wasn't a pace problem. Similar in Monza, and for other factors, we didn't execute the best job in these 2 weekends. But the pace was there, so I'm confident we're going to be competitive. But just need to execute everything perfectly on our side in terms of operations, strategy, have a clean weekend, and I'm sure we can come out with some good points.
Thank you both. Let's go next to our fan question. Take a look at this.
Hi, my name is Ivan. What are your favorite and least favorite turns in Istanbul Park? Good luck.
Thank you, Iberk, for that great question. So, guys, what are your favourite and least favourite turns here at Istanbul Park?
I never have a least favorite. Usually all the tracks are pretty cool, and it's not like there is one corner you don't like. Or I would say the very iconic one is obviously turn 8, which is. I will not say it's the most challenging, but I think it's something very unique that you can experience in F1 cars going through. It's probably only F1 cars that are able to carry that much speed and pulling that many Gs. I think the team told me today it's over 4 Gs during 7 seconds. So it will probably rip people's heads, if they will drive F1 car. And I think that's the sort of corner which really makes you feel the potential of F1 car. So I'll go with turn 8. Yeah.
Did you do some neck preparation on Tuesday? I didn't see you doing any neck.
No, I think it's okay.
You will be okay. You will survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Per says, turn 8 is pretty special for a fan's point of view. Probably for us as drivers, it's not such a big challenge with the current cars. I don't have a less favorable corner. I think depends the balance. You normally have a corner during the circuit that you don't like the car there. So probably that. I tell you after qualifying which one is the one I don't like.